Hello, this is News with Joe Vexter, and happy Halloween for everyone. I hope to produce you with some news, and I think this news story would be very good. And this is called Man with Metal Detector Finds 222-year-old coin near church. This is from October 25th, 2020. Emden, Maine, AP News. A man with a metal detector has found a long-hidden 222-year-old coin under a few inches of soil outside a church in Maine. Shane Houston of Charlotte, North Carolina, was on a metal detecting trip with a friend from New Hampshire when he found the coin earlier this month. The Bangor Daily News reported. Sure, he didn't know what it was, but he was surprised to see what he found next. The copper penny, dated 1798, comes from the first decade of American minted money in North America. Interesting, to say the least. He said it was found on the grounds of a church in Emden, where he had permission to use his metal detector. The penny is not in pristine condition. Well, I guess after 222 years, I don't think anything like that would be in pristine condition, but you'd be surprised. Houston said it might fetch $200, but he has no intentions of selling it. I guess a memento, I guess. On the same trip, he also found an 18 penny, a full wagon wheel. Makes me think of that song, Wagon Wheel. I don't know. And a musket ball. The ammunition was measured at 0.75 caliber, making it British in origin. Yes, it's always good to do news with Joe Vexter. Now, how many things that are interesting. Now, I don't know what to do. I guess I will leave you with this commercial break.
In the first book, I discussed about the facts of growing broke. The second book, I discussed about the importance of saving money. This is the third book in a series of books. In this book, I will discuss about the importance of budgeting. Budgeting is debated by people. Some may think it is the next best thing since sliced bread, and others may just hate it. Either way, budgeting can be an asset if it is used right, even if you don't like it. Like saving money, it is a disciplinary tactic that can be used. What is budgeting? Budgeting is where you limit yourself a certain amount a week and stick to the budget. There are benefits to this if you do it. However, there also is a downside to it. Sometimes you might feel limited. All of these points will be discussed in this book. The first chapter of the book, I will discuss about dividing your check when you are on a budget. The second chapter, I will discuss about the importance of living on a budget and sticking to it. The third chapter, I will discuss about resisting the urge of spending your money and rewarding yourself for sticking to the budget. The fourth chapter, I will discuss about the techniques you can use for setting a budget, whether it's handwritten or on Excel. In the fifth chapter, a way you could spend and not worry about it. Then I discuss about how you know your budget is working, and finally wrapping up about the topic on budgeting. This book on budgeting is to give you pointers of what I learned about budgeting. I will tell you what has worked for me and what hasn't. I will also tell you, like I told you in the last book, that this book is to reinforce these ideas on budgeting into me. If you follow these steps or are already using them, great. If you're just picking up tips on this book, then this book is for you. However, if you don't like this book and you don't want to budget, then that is your decision to make. I'm not going to change your decision one way or the other. I just want to add an alternative view. I hope you enjoy and learn all you can read. Enjoy this book. Good budgeting is allocation of your funds, and there are different ways you can budget. Whether you are limiting yourself a certain amount a week or you are automating your funds, either way, the choice is up to you. Only you know your fixed expenses and your other expenses. And as I learned from reading Tony Robbins' new book, Money, Master the Game, 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom, it might be beneficial financially to move to a different environment. Maybe you need a change in life, and this could help you with your living expenses. Budgeting is what you make of it. Make the best of it.
That was Budgeting, How to Budget Your Money, written by Joseph Vivaldi, narrated by Ken Aiken. And all I gotta say is this. As for me, Joseph Vivaldi, I am working on part 5 of the Money Learning the Basics series. Very important. Investing. Investing is a very important part of money, and there's more things in investing than just money. There's time, effort, and many other areas. So it's an interesting book. It's not out yet. It's in the developing process, but should be very interesting. Back to the podcast. Oh wait! I'm Joe Vaxxer, Ace Reporter, and what does Joe have to do? Hungry for this right now. McDonald's cult classic, the McRib, is coming back. By the Associated Press. New York AP. McRib, fast food sandwich that went viral before viral was a thing in the not the past, but I don't even know. McDonald's announced Friday that for the first time in 8 years it will be offering nationwide a barbecue slather sandwich with a cult following. The McRib will appear on the menus December 2nd for a limited time, of course. The McRib is an elusive prize. Adherents who scour the internet for reports of its surfacing at limited locations and for a short amount of time. There is even a website called the McRib Locator. They created and spread the word about McDonald's restaurants that are offering the boneless pork sandwich served with silvered onions and pickles on top. The company's social media team this month lamented a lack of concern over its feelings when the McRib entered the conversation. McDonald's is reintroducing the McRib nationally as it tries to regain its footing during the pandemic, which left many of its dining rooms sparsely populated or empty. Through the drive-thrus continue to operate. When it released second quarter earnings in July showing 68% decline in net income, the world's largest burger chain said it would spend more than $200 million to support franchisee marketing during the second quarter in a bid to get customers back. It's not impossible to get McRib anytime you want it, but you might need to travel to Germany, where it's on the menu year-round. The McRib debuted nationally, the U.S., in 1982. Well, a little bit tired, but McRib could help the menu, but no doubt that the restaurants are struggling right now. And struggling indeed they are. When you have many things going on in the pandemic and the shutdowns and lockdowns, it only hurts the businesses and the restaurant business. So we'll see as time comes to tell, and they say second wave of corona is coming, which is great for us. Well, being sarcastic there, not great for us. Time for commercial break.
He was praying for a miracle in his life. He had been poor and wanted a better life than he had been living. He knew it was going to be another Christmas coming up, and it was the day before Thanksgiving. He was about to leave, and then he bumped into Chris. Joseph said, "Ouch." Chris said, "Keep your head up. You might miss something." "I think I am. It's the holidays again, and I'm in more debt than before. I don't have any hours at work, and my books aren't selling." Chris says, "I'm granting you 3 wishes, and they will be granted Christmas Day. You'll be amazed how much your life would change." Joseph said, doubting Chris's words, "I don't believe it will. You're joking." "I'm dead serious. Like Joseph witnessed on Christmas, the 3 wise men presented him with 3 gifts. Your name is entitled to these 3 wishes. One will be granted on Christmas Eve. The other 2 are on Christmas Day, and your hard work will pay off, despite how much you think. These wishes will make you feel like a child again. I ask you one gift to me, and that you will meet me every Sunday at the coffee house for 2 hours, your treat." "Okay, if these wishes come true, then I'll be true to my part of the gift, even if I doubt it." "What are your wishes?" Joseph said, "You'll never guess what happened." Jen said, "What is it now?" Joseph said, "I ran into a guy who said he would grant me 3 wishes for Christmas. I don't believe it, though." "So you ran into a genie?" Well, not exactly, but he said his name was Chris, and he said he wanted to meet me every Sunday leading up to Christmas. And you're going to do it? It doesn't hurt unless my wishes won't be granted. What did you wish for? Joseph's father said, I'll talk more to you later, but today is a day to be thankful. What are you thankful for, Joseph? I'm not sure there is one thing I'm thankful for this year. I had a crappy year.
That was Finding Christmas, the story of Joseph. Written by Joseph Uvalde, and the audiobook is available now on Audible. Has been for 5 years. It's hard to believe that long since I put it out, but it's amazing how time flies. Back to the podcast. I am Joe Vexter, and it's Halloween. I decided to dress up as the Ace reporter. And this pandemic has left me to do news alone. And changes to the podcast. Oh dear. I am going to do I'm going to try to do a news story if I can. A few business. Small business. Technology. No. Okay. Looking for the news. I don't know what to do for the news. I can't find anything. Looking for the news. It'll take some time. And I don't know. Looking for personal finance, but apparently I cannot find it. Okay, I'm gonna try international news. Oh yes. On a somber note, Joe Vexter and I hate to report this, but I will report it anyway. Sean Connery, the original James Bond, dies at 90 years old by Jill Lawless and Bob Thomas. Yes, I'm gonna read this, and I will, it's a long one, but I'll just say this. I hate to break news like this. I'm not gonna read the articles I thought I would, but I will say this. my fondest memories of Sean Connery were with the Highlander movies. Yes. I was a big fan of the Highlanders, but he did the Highlander movies and he unlaunched the Highlander series that was going on, and he was James in the James Bond stuff too. Sean Connery is one of those great actors of this century and even last century, and he played his part in Hollywood, and with his stunning voice, he did so much for Scotland. I mean, it's no joking matter, but it's had to do one last impression of Sean Connery that he will be missed, and Godspeed, my friend. Yes. Sean Connery, 90 years old. When we... Just another actor who left his mark and, adds to what this calamity of this year has been. Let's just say to do a Joe Vexter podcast when health could be failing and everything else. It's just a blessing. Just as doing a other podcast, writing, everything else, and this is Joseph Vivaldi speaking. Yes. It's a blessing because it's just everything goes on and all the craziness, and you don't even know if you're granted another day, but you are trying to live the most, and all of us right now, we just want to appreciate life and live again, and sometimes that's not easy. Sometimes we're faced by how many things and how many problems, and we're stressed out, and this corona thing got us down, and we're in lockdown. We just want to be free from whatever virus is being faced at the time. But it's for Joe Vexter. It's for Joe Vexter, he's a reporter. So it's Joseph Vivaldi, now this is me. Life is good. But life can be better. And life is what it is. So, as Doc Brown would say, make the most of it. And follow your own path. Instead of see him go. But this is Joe Vexter, and I report the news, and I do my best. Have a good night.